Yeah.
But the point is that we saw this crazy jump in pricing that was so unnatural because of the craziness of COVID and the interest rates hitting the floor and everybody going mental because there was nothing else to do other than buy houses, for Christ's sakes. Did you know that 66% of GTA homes sold below asking last month? Did you know this?
Uh, Good. I don't know. Isn't that shouldn't that be normal? Shouldn't it be like
Below
95% of
asking?
houses sell for below asking?
That's
You
a
know?
crazy stat. That's a
I
crazy
know.
stat with
That's what it
bidding
should be.
wars in the middle of the mix, right? You're getting
Very few
bidding.
houses should sell over asking. It's a very People don't like that. I mean, I like it as a listing agent. Sellers like it. It's great. It feels nice. It gets the sellers more money actually.
There's one
Um,
on my streets that's sold over asking, but I
yeah,
don't really remember it going that way. But hey, if that works, so be it. That
yeah, yeah,
guy, that guy has a sign that says sold over asking out there now.
yeah. I
Most
think it should.
people didn't follow the history, right? So most people are like, oh, that guy, wow, he sold it for over asking. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
It's
I
a
think
it's a nice scam.
buyers, should have a much more transparent system when they're negotiating and when they're buying, and it shouldn't have as much emotion in it, and other buyers want to bid and all that kind of stuff. The open bidding gives them that option, but who would do an open bid? I was gonna do an open bid on a situation recently. It made a little bit of sense, but most situations don't.
Most
Most situations
situations
don't.
don't for open bidding. I haven't seen
Yeah.
any open bidding. How did we get onto open bidding? Oh, you want
Just like fairness
transparency.
for transparency and selling
The
over
fuck?
asking
This
and
is
stuff like that.
Toronto. There's no transparency. We just have to eliminate some of the buyers, right? Because there's too many buyers. We just have to eliminate them one.
Now there's too many buyers. Yeah,
Well, no, there was. They
there was. Oh,
eliminated them
oh,
all,
oh, oh.
right? Just like
Yeah,
you said, all the temporary students and all these foreign buyers, they've been eliminated.
yeah.
Not only because they can't buy, because why the fuck would they want to buy right now? It's a shit show. It's an absolute bloody shit show, especially
I
in
think it's a
the
great time to buy. What do you like? So that you're
investor
telling me that
stuff.
the best time to buy would be when everybody else is buying and houses are selling fast and you can't get a home
No, I'm
inspection
saying
and you
it's a
can.
shit show. I'm not
Well, I'm
saying it's a
just
bad
saying.
time to buy.
Well, that's what
Those
I'm
are
saying.
not the
Like,
same. If you'd
the,
let me finish a thought, maybe you'd hear that
okay,
that's not what I
you
was
were you
saying.
you were going there,
Like
but go
my
ahead.
wife.
I'll let you reword it. Go
I'm
ahead.
saying it's a shit show.
Okay.
Listen, of course, in a shit show, if you're a buyer, there
Yeah.
should be mountains of opportunity out there right now. If you're doing things properly, if you're not emotionally attached to things, and you can go out there and pepper and see what the best deal you can come back with is, right?
Yes.
Beautiful potential opportunities out there. Maybe still not the right time, but for sure you can pick up something that you'll be happy with 10 years from now, right? And
I
that
saw an
should,
assignment this week for the
yeah.
first time. I don't do assignments, and I would tell people to be very careful in 99% of them. But I saw one that was cheaper than resale.
Cheaper than resale. How much
Yeah,
cheaper than
a
resale,
condo.
though?
Within reason, like whatever it was, 900 bucks a square foot. This one was 850. Like it was less than what the resale counterpart was going for price per square foot.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah. So, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We're
Well,
on
so,
our
but
way
what,
to
so,
sanity.
like, at some point, um, like, I don't think there's been a new launch in anything, other than a high-end boutiquey thing for over a year, right?
Mm.
So at the moment, that's not a big deal because there's so much inventory out there that nobody really wants. Okay. There's still
Well,
people that
it's
need
just the,
houses.
the timing.
The
So
timing is fucked
if you've
up.
got a project that's about to finish and you got a buyer who wants to move into that neighborhood and who's like, "Great, that's a great building." And so a lot of the examples are like, "I was going to buy it pre-construction 4 years ago because it's in the area that I want, but I thought the price was too high or I wasn't ready or whatever." Now it's coming to market and I'm getting it at a 20-30% discount,
Mhm.
right? Probably 30% discount on what it was selling for when it first launched. So the assignor is taking his 20% loss on his deposit plus paying me money to take it over. Maybe this is a good opportunity. And so those type of things exist right now. Again, case by case, But you got people like that who are going to say, and I get to move into the property within the next 6 months, 3 months, whatever it is.
I got a feeling that that 30% isn't quite where it should be yet for it to be considered a good deal. 30% off of where it was originally
1,500
placed.
bucks a square foot,
Yeah, yeah.
30%.
Um,
That's 300 grand. So
During
$1,200 a square foot for
COVID,
brand new.
but hold on a sec. During COVID, a lot of buildings went up 30% from where they originally performed,
Yeah.
right? Because things were so crazy. People just threw any number out there. Things that were performed at 1,000 or 1,100 a square foot were selling for 1,500 bucks a square foot all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yes, they had their cost structure went completely bananas too because of COVID.
Yeah.
But the point is that we saw this crazy jump in pricing that was so unnatural because of the craziness of COVID and the interest rates hitting the floor and everybody going mental because there was nothing else to do other than buy houses for Christ's sakes,
Okay.
right? We 30% may just not be like the right number yet. I think there's probably room
Absolutely.
on
There's
some of this
plenty of
stuff, right?
examples of you
And then
not getting even close to market value with a 30% haircut. Right. I agree. But there are
yeah,
other projects that they're closing right now, Daryl. Chances are they were sold pre-COVID.
pre-COVID. Where
Chances
are we
are.
right now?
We're 2025. So
2025.
chances
When
are
was
there's a lot of
COVID
them
again?
2019.
2020,
There's a
bro. They're
few
coming up now.
2020 in the
Yeah.
COVID range. But even those launches, I mean, like it was a scary time then, so it wasn't crazy. 2021 is when it started,
Those
like
are all like
instantly.
high-rise downtown projects that are starting to like get
Yeah.
close to topping
S-
off. Like,
So, anyways, bottom line is some of those are going to be opportunities for people. So, anyways, if you guys want to buy, like I said, I bought a condo, probably a huge mistake. I don't really care. It wasn't a big expense. It wasn't a big investment. It's like one of the cheapest condos you can buy, and I'm happy with the purchase. And I'm not going to cry over it if it drops 25% over the next 2 years. It's something that'll be long term. So,
so that's
um,
another part of the mindset is that like most
yeah,
people went into buying their house thinking that in 4 years or 5 years or 3 years, they're going to flip it for something else. If you
yeah,
go into it and you're like, listen, if this thing goes down, I don't care. This is what I want. I'm good with it now. I
I
can
don't care at all.
afford
Yeah,
it. If interest rates go up a few points, I can afford it. Like,
yeah,
I don't know if that was in the thinking before. If interest rates went up, I can afford it. I don't think that was in the lexicon for years. Okay.
yeah.
Can I afford it? I don't even think it's like, how can I manipulate the situation so that I can buy this and afford it? Who can
All
I
right.
pay
Well,
to lie for me?